Welcome back to the Detective Diaries. Today's case begins in an empty warehouse. One with no cameras, no witnesses, and almost no clues. This is Case File 4, Footprints in the Dust. The call. It was early morning when I was called to a commercial warehouse. A break-in had taken place overnight. Equipment was missing. No alarms were triggered. And the building had no active security cameras. At first glance, it looked like the perfect crime. But as I always say, nobody enters a scene without leaving something behind. Entering the scene, the inside of the warehouse was quiet, still, undisturbed, except for one thing. A thin layer of dust covered the floor, and dust is a wonderful witness. Because right through it was a faint trail of footprints. The first clue: footwear patterns. Footwear impressions are often overlooked, but to investigators, they are as unique as signatures. The prints showed a specific tread pattern, not common, not generic. It had a distinctive geometric design used by only a few manufacturers. Even better, the pattern was slightly worn on one side, meaning whoever entered had a gait imbalance or old footwear. The second clue: entry point. Next, I examined how the suspect entered. A side door latch was broken from the inside out. That told me two things. The suspect didn't use force to enter. They tampered with the lock using a tool. A quiet, calculated entry. The third clue: fiber on a crate. Near the missing equipment, I found something almost invisible, a tiny fiber stuck on a rough wooden edge. Under magnification, the fiber had a distinct weave pattern, the kind used in work overalls or industrial uniforms. Someone had brushed against the crate and left behind a trace they never realized. Reconstructing the path, by following the footprints, I mapped the suspect's route. They entered quietly, walked directly to the storage crates, lifted only specific items, and exited through the same door. This wasn't a random burglary. It was someone who knew exactly what they wanted. The break in the case in the lab. The footwear pattern was matched to a rare brand used mostly by industrial workers. The fiber belonged to a specific type of uniform worn by contractors who worked in similar facilities. With that profile, police recognized a repeat offender in the area, someone with knowledge of warehouses, and a history of property theft. The reveal: when approached, the suspect eventually confessed. They chose that warehouse because they believed the dust and darkness would hide everything. They didn't realize dust records every step, and fibers cling to everything. Forensic lesson. This case highlights three core forensic truths. Footwear impressions tell stories. Even faint prints can reveal size, brand, gait, and movement. Every surface is a witness. Dust, soil, and fibers preserve what people think they hide. Trace evidence is silent but powerful. One tiny fiber can connect a suspect to a scene. Outro. That was Case File 4, Footprints in the Dust. A reminder that no matter how carefully someone enters a scene, the scene always remembers. If you're learning from these real cases, subscribe, like, and stay tuned for the next investigation on the Detective Diaries.